Let's move on to Atlanta United 2. They were also in action last night, and they fell 2-1 at home to the Oklahoma City Energy at Fifth Third Bank Stadium in Kennesaw, as I said, on June 27th. Atlanta did have some good efforts in the contest, and we'll go over that. But the big takeaway from this contest is that Atlanta did have the United two did have a lead in the second half. They led 1-0, but then conceded 2 goals in a 7-minute span to drop the contest. Here is Atlanta United two manager Jack Collison on the loss.
Interesting. I thought for sort of 60 minutes up until we got the first goal, I was really pleased with them. I thought we were the better side with the ball. Showed a good desire to go and press and win it back when the opposition had it. And missed obviously a couple of good opportunities in the final third. It was that real killer edge, that final pass, that final shot where we were lacking. And obviously it was great. The goal was a fantastic piece of quality. Obviously into Will Wiley, a wonderful assist from Robbie. And I'm really pleased for Matty that he's got his goal because he's been working hard. But what really disappointed me was it's probably the first time since I've been in that we showed a real naivety, I thought. After going 1-0 up, they're coming off the back of a tough week and we just seem to retreat. And that's the mentality we need to try and change. We don't want to be a team who goes 1-up and retreats and tries to hang on. We want to push on and get more. So it was disappointing to see our reaction after the goal. And obviously at 1-1, they've got their tails up and we concede off a set piece once again. So lots to learn. We know we're a young team. We know we've got lots of areas to improve on individually and collectively. But within it, there were some really, really pleasing parts.
United 2 pushed forward early in the contest and created numerous opportunities to score. In the 5th minute, Robbie Mertz had a 1-on-1 opportunity against CJ Cochran, the former Atlanta Silverback and Georgian native who plays for Oklahoma City. He was able to stop Mertz's shot to keep the match scoreless. It looked like Atlanta was able to get a 1-0 lead in the first half on a Darwin Matthias wheel kick shot. It was a really beautiful play. He was able to get the ball in the middle of the penalty box area and whipped his body in a sideways angle to put the ball into the net. However, the goal was disallowed due to a foul called on Atlanta United 2 defender George Campbell away from the ball. Here is Collison on that no goal.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't talk too much about the officiating that I've seen so far in this league. So I'll probably leave it there. But I believe it was a foul from George Campbell. But it's one of them things. We're not going to blame the refs. The full focus and the full blame is on us. And look, we're a young team. We're still learning. We're trying to get better and we're trying to improve. And as I said, there was a lot of pleasing and promising signs in terms of the way we want to approach the game with and without the ball. And now it's just trying to add that mentality piece. And I think we'll be in a good position to push on. There's no doubt we've got a talented bunch of players. There's a lot of potential in that room. It's just about now trying to maximise that potential and turn that into performances on a weekend.
United 2 completed the first half with 10 total shots in the first 45 minutes of the contest, while Oklahoma City only had 6. Here's Collison on the second half adjustments that were made in the locker room.
I mean, we were happy with in terms of our shape and the positions we filled on the pitch. It was just about the execution. We talk a lot to the group about execution in terms of being able to find the pockets, being able to switch the play, and then real moments in the final third, which made the difference between an average USL player or a very good USL player who's got an opportunity to maybe go on to bigger and better things. And we struggled at times with the execution and the final pass. And as I said, it was pleasing to see him come out second half, start to move the ball really quick, play with real bravery and that fearlessness and trust. And then obviously we get the goal and you think, come on in, we're going to go on and maybe try and press for 2 and 3. And as I said, that mentality just to retreat and be happy with the one goal was probably the real disappointment tonight.
And those adjustments came to fruition in the 49th minute when Atlanta was able to score their first goal and lone goal of the contest to take a 1-0 lead. A connection of strings of passes from Mertz, who was able to thread the ball between 2 Oklahoma City defenders to Matias Benitez, in the penalty box area, and he hammered the ball into the top right corner of the goal to make the score 1-0. Now, you have to give credit to Caleb Wiley, and we'll hear from Wiley in a moment on that goal. He was able to get the ball at midfield and make a nice thread pass to Mertz, who ultimately gave the ball to Benitez for the goal. It was Benitez's second goal of the season, while Robbie Mertz recorded his first assist of the season. Here is Caleb Wiley, who was I guess you get the hockey assist. He did not get an assist credit for this goal, but he was the one who started the charge. Here's Wiley on that goal.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of a continuation from the first half, to be honest. I think we were the better side in the first half, and a couple of chances that, particularly with myself, that I let go to waste. But we were getting in good spots, getting in good areas, and I think we knew that the chances were coming in the second half. So it was really nice to start on that foot, to get a great goal from the run of play, as well as always kind of a notch in the belt of the team. So. I think it was a beautiful play, and hopefully there's more to come as we continue to get to know each other a little bit better. I think the chemistry has been improving, and it's going to be really important that the movement and the connection up top in the front four, front five is there, and that was hopefully a sign of things to come, better things to come.
Atlanta looked like they could have had a 2-0 lead in the contest when Benitez had a free kick in the 59th minute, but unfortunately for Atlanta, it hit the crossbar. Oklahoma City did even up the contest in the 71st minute on Tucker Stevenson's goal. He got the rebound off of an initial shot by Jamie Chavez for his teammate for Oklahoma City. Now, Atlanta United goalkeeper Rocco Rios Novo didn't make a save, but the ball rebounded right into the feet of Tucker Stevenson, and he was able to push the ball in the rebound into the net to make the score 1-1. Oklahoma City took the lead for good in the 78th minute when Robert Cornada had a floating ball into the 6-yard box. Connor Donovan was able to redirect that pass with his right foot and put it into the net to make the score 2-1, and that's ultimately how the match ended. Remember what I said earlier in our recap is the Atlanta outshot Oklahoma City in the first half by a margin of 10-6. Well, if you look at the final statistics, Oklahoma City outshot Atlanta 17-15 in the final stats. So that means it was a major difference in the first half and second half for Atlanta, and just giving up more shots in that second half. And that ultimately was a big factor in the loss. And here is Caleb Wiley once again on the defeat.
Well, I'm in here, so I haven't been in the locker room yet. But I think that's going to be one that stings, because I think, it's our third time playing OKC this season. Got a couple decent results on the road against them, and we identified this as a game that is a big 3 points going forward. So, I think it's going to hurt a little bit for the group. We do have a young squad, so we really need to show some of the resilience in the next couple of weeks, because the games are coming thick and fast, and now is not the time to hang our heads. So it's got to be on to the next one, looking forward and trying to improve and put together a full 90-minute performance on Wednesday, because I think we all agree that wasn't quite the case tonight.
Now, Atlanta United 2 does return to action on June 30th against the Birmingham Legion in Alabama. Here is Atlanta United player Chris Allen on the team looking to rebound after the loss.
Yeah, well, luckily in football, you normally always get a second chance. And the huddle, basically, our focus is on Wednesday already. They're top of the league, so we need to bounce back. And what a hell of a game to bounce back from if we can get a result away from home at Birmingham. So our mind is already focused on the next game. Still taking away what we can do from this game, but especially going into the next game, can we take the positives and bring our game even more? On Wednesday was the gist of the huddle. Just keeping spirits high, because I know everyone is defeated after that. And it was a hard one to take, being 1-0 up. But yeah, consensus is to bounce back on Wednesday.
And we'll have a recap of that contest in a future show, and we'll preview it as well on a future broadcast.